Good afternoon, this is Colton with Bill Brothers Roofing and Solar doing a digital roof inspection here on the La Mesa area for a realtor and a potential new homeowner. And we like to start here on the eaves of the house, which are the overhangs, to kind of outline the current condition of the wood. And then we're going to document this roof through the roof inspection video and outline any sensitive areas and recommended action. This is an architectural asphalt shingle roof. Here we have a fascia board right here. We can see some wood rot at the end of it. Very common that during a roof project that you replace damaged wood that has wood rot, termite damage, etc. We can see a drip edge metal right here, 2-inch drip edge metal, and then we can see our starter shingle and then shingle right here. This is home was built in the early 70s. This is the second roof that was put on it. And so I'll probably put on around 2000 is my guess, putting this roof at 25 years old. This shingle was warranted for 30 years, but it's showing signs of heavy granule loss on the southern facing side and multiple repairs. We can see damage to the shingle on the edge right here. There is only one layer on this roof. And so that's good to see. And it's currently using a felt underlayment. This shingle currently is not Class A fire rating, and we are going to recommend a architectural shingle that is with Owens Corning and their 50-year total protection roofing system. What happens to shingles over time is the sun dehydrates it and you get a bunch of granule loss that starts to occur. Granules are seen here piled up in the gutter, and then you can kind of see it's a little bit steeper roof, so just give me a second. The southern facing sides that get the most sun kind of get the most dehydrated, and you kind of see how the fiberglass starts to show through and the shingles start to crack, lose their integrity, and you can see multiple repairs with mastic up here on the top. So yeah, the southern facing side has more wear and tear than the north facing. The solar tubes right here are very foggy and cloudy. I recommend replacing those during the roof project. Replace all these flashings around these penetrations. Whirlybirds are currently not the recommended ventilation system. We like to see low profile O'Hagans. So then you have a dormer vent over here, but both these aren't going to be conducive to fire embers. So we really want to get rid of these and go with the low profile. We're going to go ahead and do 2, 4, 6, and then 8 on the other side for maximum ventilation for this roof. And then you can see how the install 20 years ago, how wavy the lines were on the shingle lines. Conducive of just a little bit of workmanship error, I would say, and that leads to premature failure of the roof. We can also see a big repair here done on the ridge caps. There was more likely than blown up or something like that from the wind. And we can see that there's been some repairs around the whirlybirds, maybe dripping into the attic. And then we can see some shingles that are kind of blown off here that happen over time. And you can see shingles that have kind of blown off on the roof. That's not a good sign. And then just some stretching of shingles that I see. We see some stretching that occurs right here. A little bit of workmanship, as we point out, kind of the air and the shingle lines that we're seeing. And then, this side has a lot of granule loss. We see some more repairs right here near the ridge. And then this roof is great for solar. It's got nice southern exposure with a lot of sun. So I definitely recommend the homeowner look into that with us, but that can be down the road. But we can see right here where you can kind of see a different color of shingles right there. There was a leak, and so they patched it right there. Patches are never, full fixes, but they do stop the leak immediately. But a new roofing system is going to ensure that with synthetic underlayment, better ventilation, and a 50-year registered total protection system warranty on it. But yeah, you can see how kind of some of the ridge caps right here are starting to crack. And this allows for an easy way to water penetrate in with the nail hole. And then counter flashing on the chimney's a little low. We want to bring that up, redo it with a new sheet metal there. And any damaged or termite rotted or wood rot that we find once the roof is taken up, we're going to replace via wood repair addendum. And yeah, so we're going to recommend 2 vents on either side, 4, 6, and then 8 over there on the garage. Maximum ventilation. We'll get some intake vents from the gables, and then yes, this is a great candidate for a new roofing system. We're going to recommend that. We're going to measure it out right now and get the measurements for the new owner, and hopefully we can help them out and make them happy with their home. Thank you. Bye.